Inara nambala jato visite.
They've removed my ring from me, the silver ring.
Yenna bulu konna nyimbondi mbuloto.
My wallet.
Anina kalpeo.
My belt.
Na belto.
My beret.
Na nafo.
My shoe.
Na
my
samato.
combat boots.
Na samato. Na sojari samato.
This was booked. They were booked.
And
from there, I was taken inside to maximum security wing.
Maximum security wing.
Was there a warrant for your arrest?
No.
Honey.
Were you taken before a magistrate before you were admitted into the prison?
Samba kitindirla nyatilungla le magistrate janni be dundila kasola bang?
No.
Honey.
Was there a committal warrant to authorize your admission into the prison?
Fodum ye dundirlang kaito dadale committal warrant pour ka jeko inyantete dundila kaso kono menna. Fo dadata le bang?
No.
Honey.
Were you given access to a lawyer?
Fodum ye silo ditela le pour ye fansul lawyer ta.
No.
Honey.
Were you afforded a call to speak to your family and to inform them where you are?
Fodum ye nyim fanan silo dilale pour ye la dimbaya lu kumandi wala ibadi ngolu ka foye a nte dembe nyina kono mbe dinkira kari.
No.
Honey.
You were taken straight to maximum security.
Amunda yete samba la dinkirato ikafudame maximum security wala tanka bunda nyaton ko maramol la mutamol la karola.
That's correct.
You told us that you were received by WO2 Koli Omar, now a captain in the Gambia National Army, isn't it?
Nyanyum foko me yeji aje ke la kolu topoto ke dundi ke safe ikafole Koli Omar waran WO2 iko sayin wo mo captain olati Gambia la sojar bundala folemba.
That's so.
I take it that at this time he was also a soldier.
Yes.
What was he doing at the prison?
He was the one who was tasked. He was attached to the prison.
Yeah, checking kasoto jele katara do kola je.
From where?
From the state guard.
Well, state guard is soldier me marlim not by Bumbala.
And what was his role at the prison?
He was operationally responsible for all activities. Of the detainees at the state central prison in Mile 2. Who were arrested during that period.
Who was he reporting to?
I believe he was communicating, he was having a direct link with State Guard. And that he was receiving direct instructions from the president. And General Baji.
General Baji.
And General Baji.
And General Baji.
And any other person that may have bearings to, issues at Mile 2 from the State Guard Battalion.
Mile 2 about State Guard Battalion atelem.
So, can you proceed about your stay there? What happened afterwards? You are now taken to security wing. You were there. What happened afterwards?
Sa intenten kolum tamata nyaming bundala je katubiri ye muta ye samba je ye jiaje itate samba maximum security wing. Sila mbiri ye futandi oto munimune nyantabul munimune natabula onoma.
When those things were taken away from me,
I
was marched into the maximum security wing.
Yensamba maximum security wing ndafata kenzang.
And when we enter,
Birundunda,
standing at the main door of the block number 5,
Birunlo bunda bal to men block number 5.
I was taken to the extreme end of that block.
Yensambo bunyi na labangoto block number 5 la labangoto.
The row where those cells occupied.
Lainol me alon ko selo nyimbe wolto.
That's where I was put at.
Yendundi o selo nyinne kono.
One of the cells there.
Selo kilembe o kono yendundi o selo kilemala kono je.
It was dark inside.
Selo nyin kono be dibirim baake.
I don't know what was inside the cells.
Malon muna be nun selo nyim fan kono.
I was just pushed inside and the door was banged behind me.
Nyori selo nyin kono rong inarana bunda takinding
It
from
was
fe.
locked.
Ya soron koma.
And they left.
Itata.
I was grouping to know exactly what was inside because the place was dark inside. I happened to touch Poncho.
Hold a second. We're missing that. What did you touch?
I touched something. It's just like, a piece of cloth.
A piece of cloth.
So I think that was what was left in there. It was on a raised platform, sort of, which were representing the position of the bed. And that concrete slab, that's where I slept on. So I slept on that.
What other facilities were available?
Nothing else at that time. It was there. Because when I entered, it was dark inside. Umar Koli and the others just opened the door, pushed me inside, and then banged the door. So
why was Omar Koli involved in that?
Like I said, all activities that was happening then, Umar Koli was directly supervising them. He monitored everything that was happening. So if prisoners, or detainees rather, if they need to be admitted in the mile 2 that night, one has to be there. Because he has to relay the information back. Inform them that these are the number of people arrested as at. Yes, that was his activity.
And what happened the next day?
Following morning, I realized that the whole block number 5 where I was.
Block number 5, I
was informed. I came to realize that it has 99 cells. And all those cells were filled by personnel. It's not only soldiers, you have civilians who are arrested. Then the following morning, as routine breakfast was served, and then each of the cells, those that are responsible for serving the breakfast, just place the basin nearer to the door. And the duty prison wardens will come and open and then
Prison do kula membe do kula ulungu na obinala selo yele.
And give the the basins to inmates inside those cells.
Ay na bolo di o mari la membe o selo kono kunkili na o kunkila.
I want to talk about those things in separate dimensions.
When we talk about the conditions in the prisons, we will come back to this.
Okay.
So but you were there, you woke up in the morning. Did anything happen that day or the next day?
I can't fully remember dates, but from that night, when I was brought in, up to the last date of their investigation, it was all full of events.
Take us through them chronologically as far as you can remember.
People were taken from their cells and they were being taken to the NIA complex for questioning. And then once they are finished with you, they are normally returned into mile 2. So these were, events which were going on.
Were you subjected to such investigation?
Yes.
Could you tell us how it went? Starting from the first day you went to these investigations.
That was a night. I can't remember exactly which date. I was inside my cell. Then I heard a noise outside. The door was opened and my name was called upon. So I answered. Then I was asked to come out. This was by Umar Koli.
What time of the day was this?
It was the night.
What time of the night?
I know it should be between 11, 12. 12 to 1. So Umar told me, Camara, come out. So
You mean Jagite?
Jagai, yes. Jagai told me, Captain Camara, come out. So immediately I stepped out, across the threshold of my room, cell door. I was asked to put my hands behind my back. Hands were cuffed behind. And then I was asked to follow them. I followed them out of the maximum security wing, block number 5.
Maximum security wing, block number 5.
Went to where their conference hall is at.
Conference hall of the
So then I found a waiting vehicle around there. And a small bag, black bag, was placed over my head.
Made of what, plastic or
no,
cloth?
This was cloth. Then those people around assisted me to enter into that waiting vehicle. So we just went up from that place. As at then, I don't know direction where we are going to. I don't know where we are going to.
When this cloth was being put over your head, where was Jagite?
He was there.
Ribe nyim boto bulale kumala jaga irbe min.
Ako abenun jele.
He was there.
Abenun jele.
Who else was present?
Jumale kum fanam bije atakola.
Wait, as at then, I don't know the prison officers.
Kasola dokula ka jumale beje.
I don't know them.
Melong.
Proceed, please.
So we left.
Dada.
As to where I was going to, I don't know then.
All of
a sudden, I heard a door or a gate being opened. The vehicle entered through and stopped. From there, somebody assisted me to come down. I alighted. Then the bag was taken off from my head. I realized that I was at the NIA's I was taken to the reception center. And from there, I heard somebody saying that the panel was set. And that I should be moved to that place. So I went in there with those escorts. Because the place was saturated with soldiers with weapons. Then I was moved upward, upstairs, so, and where the conference was located, I was taken to that place. While entering the conference hall, I saw a table, a long table that was centrally placed. This was surrounded from the, either flanks by chairs. And a chair that was facing towards the entrance, the door. This was where I was asked to sit. So I sat facing towards the east. Flank on the either side, the panelists. And that was it. Questions start raining.
And who were the panelists?
I could remember the then Hydra was there.
What do you mean by the then Hydra?
The then Hydra, he's no longer with the... Yes, he, Hydra, is no longer working with the NIA. Hydra was there at that period. 2006. It was said that he was the head of the NIA. Because I could, I was made to understand that time that Dabamarena was arrested. So that Hydra was in charge of the NIA then. He was sitting to my right. And then you have Dembaso was also part of the panelists. Dembaso works with the police. Then you have Lantombon Tamba was also there. You have Usman Sonko was there. You have Baba Sa was there. And many other people. Yes.
Mike.
Thank you. Do you have a copy of your statement?
Yes, I have.
Could you take a look at it? Can you look at paragraph 11?
Paragraph 11 GB, sapatanin kilinjang.
Okay.
You have listed individuals.
Molu tolbe saferinje.
Yes.
Do you now have a recollection of people you indicated were there?
Saying hakilo bulata mol lale men yalon ko wolle bijenu wolum.
Yes, yes, yes.
Would you go ahead, tell us who?
Saying tenteng ya fanya jumanyo lem.
You have Hydra.
Hydra beje.
You have Baba Sao.
Baba Sao.
Fode Bari.
Fode Bari.
Then IGP Usman Sonko.
Memmenum police la kunton kodi Usman Sonko.
Lantom Bontamba.
Lantom Bontamba.
Musa Jame.
Musa Jame.
Alias Malia Mungu.
Ya lonning Malia Mungu leda.
And so many unknown persons.
Ani mo kotan kotan me alon ko metol long.
Yes.
How about Tumbul Tamba?
Yes, Tumbul was also there.
Tumbul fana benu njele.
Tumbul Tamba was there.
Tumbul Tamba benu njele.
You said Demba Sow was from the police.
Yes.
You also had the Inspector General of Police.
Inspector General member police afanambijenu.
Usman Sonko, yes.
Usman Sonko ha benu njele.
The head of the NIA was there.
That was Hydra.
The head of the army was also there.
Exactly.
Didn't this not look like a tripartite panel to investigate this matter, comprising of army, police, and NIA?
Den bundalo nyintime yalonko police, army, NIA, and wolela molbe kafri nyomaji.
Yes, it was.
These other people you said you do not know. How were they dressed?
There are soldiers there. These soldiers, some of them were putting on this black. And others are putting on camouflage. Yes. And then for the NIS, they were putting their normal civil attires.
Which branch of the soldiers of the army would wear black?
They are called the junglers. And they can only be found at the presidential, palace, at the state guard.
And state house.
In essence, your testimony is that the junglers are a unit within the state guard.
Amunta ela kumomunyetike u jongla solu ulfanalu mansa korda kantala lekono ekafomene state guards.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us what happened at that panel and the division of responsibilities among the army, police, and the soldiers? I'm sorry, the army, police, and the NIA.
Saying afonyeng wolumenu bebendinje ila luko talada ketanyadile meni alonko bunda lebije army, police, and NIA.
Maybe I don't understand the question, but
tell us what happened. We would be able to discern the answer to that question from the answers you're going to provide.
So when I was asked to sit down, I sat, facing towards the east, flanked by the panelists. Flanked by the panelists. And then questions start raining. Then they were asking me about my involvement in the coup. Initially, I told them that I don't know anything about the coup. And then I saw broken teeth on the table, small hammers, blood stains, And then they told me that, look, what had happened to others will happen to you. We are aware that you are the master planner of the school. I told them that was not true. Then a lot of people accepted that, I'm part and parcel of the coup. But that was what happened is that when they were questioning me, there was a man who was seated at the far end, at the far left, end of the table. He was asking me that I was part of the coup and that I'm the ringleader. I told him that that's not true.
Who was the person?
Huh?
Who was the person?
I'll come to that. Then after that, immediately after that, Hydra also asked, he said, Camara, do you know that we are following your tail? We know your involvement in the coup. So before I could answer that, behold, that person who was sitting at that place came to my back, slapped me seriously. On the right, when I turned to look at the right, he gave me a nasty slap on the and scratched my eyelids, pressed my eyes inwards. Then from there he left. But there I couldn't see because I was struggling to see, to open my eyes. So he went and occupied his space. And therein again, questions were going, I was answering questions. Then the same person stood up. Same person wanted to come and hit me again. I had across the table, adjacent to him, that person said, Baba, stop. Then he said, Baba, stop in Mandinka. Baba, Abula.
Okay.
Then he said, Baba Sao. He repeated again, Baba Sao, stop.
Another for Baba Sao, Abula.
So that was the time I know his name.
Can you describe him?
Isa kalangofono nyebang.
Baba is a short guy. He's not tall. And he's a medium-built person. He is black in color. He has a protruding down lip. The lip down is protruding downwards like this. And
which service did he work for?
He works with the NIA.
Proceed, please.
Then that's how I knew his name. I was asked to go and write a statement. Admit that I was part of the coup d'etat.
Apart from the guy who said Baba Abula, that is the second attempt in which the person you called Baba Saho moved towards you. Did any other member of the panel say anything?
Na manke momenko manika kaunto Baba Abula fo umolu menu be sirinje fo mo do sotontale me ya lonko ay kumado foje bang menning wo do lakota kilindi.
No.
Ani.
Proceed, please.
Tenteng.
While all these things was happening, directly opposite me,
Nyatil na domanding.
At the other end of the table
Abulo karadola.
was a soldier sitting with, a heavy weapon.
Soldier odo tartanu sirinje anin kidiba.
He was putting on this black.
Anyim femfingol dum.
When the guys were reminding me that there are these hammers, bloodstains, and other things, he pointed his weapons to me.
Malamena nyimol tartang hakilo bulanda kain kanyin nyin katiringo anin nyin martol tandina. Okay, when you remember seeing on my phone, I found Fingal Kidota and Chodala.
He said, if you don't talk, we'll blow off your head.
Could you recognize him?
No. Guys were dressed in black with a face mask on. So I can't. Like if he's nearer to me, probably when he talks. If he had been known to me before, I could have recognized his voice. But I can't recognize that. So I was there, I was asked to go for my statement to be obtained. I wrote, and then it was given to the panelists again. They said, no, I have to change that statement. And the statement was changed intermittent time, at different times.
Who in the panel said you must change the statement?
No, I can't tell, but the guy who was there was one saw from the police.
So, Kontong Kilinde member the police La Fanala.
Is it the same as Dembaso?
No, not Dembaso.
Ani amanke Dembaso.
Another saw from the police.
So dolem member the police.
I was made to understand that he is currently working with the Human Rights Commission or what? Yeah. He works there now. He's no longer with the police.
Ngayon kalamuta ko amanda police saying abidugola Human Rights Commission abidugola.
He will go with the statement and later come back. He said you must adjust your statement.
Atel ning na statement onying ngamen safe anakata anay murna ina afanya ko ibe inda fala jele ma ibe intalala jele.
Were you told what you should say in your statement?
Folum. Itelena ta kalimolu foye ka foye nyanta nyin kalimol le fole ila statement okon.
Yes, they said, yes, this was a coup, but it was a coup that wasn't implemented.
Ha, ekonyi mukure dal dibar kure dal me yalongo kure da bayri ngol nga mangtama.
So in as much as it was in the making,
bar tumala men kure da nyin dara tabikan ne ka.
The planning process.
Abe ba fere kanen.
That we should accept that we are part of it.
And
then also we should write at the tail end of our statements that we are pleading to the president so that he can release us.
And now kumakan safero nyinto je nsai tandiji ala labandularo ko silam president ombe danila yamfola.
So when we do that, they believe we will be released.
Was that what you intended to do voluntarily?
Nyindung abete fango sondo mo la kono pour kawoke ifango langani yoka.
No.
Ani.
Okay, and what happened afterwards?
When this thing happened, we were undergoing, psychological torture. We were denied visits.
3
months, that is 90 days incommunicado. When we asked, we were told that this is a degree, I think, for the NIA. Once you are caught, you will be kept in custody for 90 days without talking to anybody. So we were like that.
From
time to time, we'll be taken out from jail during the night.
Watini wati kana kamfindini bedamento sutola.
And be taken to mile 2.
Yen samba kasibumbato.
I could remember a night.
You'd be taken from mile 2 and taken to mile 2.
No,
Where are you
taken from mile 2 to NIA for questioning.
It's a mile 2 yen samba NIA purkata nyinin kaje kotake.
I could remember a night when I was taken to NIA. Following the same process, a bag was put, placed over my head. So when we reached at NIA, I found many people there. Soldiers were there all over the place. And I also found some ladies there roasting meat. Then these were given to the panelists and the security guards there. So by 12 midnight, the ladies were asked to stop roasting and then pack off their things to leave. I could remember that night. Malik Jata at the reception came and stood before me.
What service did Malik Jata belong to?
Malik Jata be kanto bunda jumale lanu.
He was with the black.
What's the other name for the black?
To mokotang ka black tiul kumandi wala.
What was his rank at the time?
Wotembo mum makama le babulu.
Malik, I don't know whether he was a sergeant but he was other rank. He was a non-commissioned, within the armed forces.
Very non-commissioned makamu babul soldier kundar.
He stood before me and said, Captain Camara.
Captain Camara.
Do you remember that you were the people who were training us at Farafenye? On military tactics. That we should defend and protect the sovereignty of the Gambia. And he continued to say that now that you are against us, that I'm going to treat you an enemy today. That's what he said. I look at him. While he was talking, he pointed his pistol at the direction of my head. So I looked at him in the face. I said, many people were calling here before me. And tonight I'm here. It is destiny. And here today I am. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? And these were the exact words that I told him. So from there, he left my position. Just few steps away from me, that was where 001 Alpha Bar was seated.
001 Alpha Bar tartanu sirin damendo.
He went and asked him the same. That why are you people against us? Then Alpha Bar told him that it is destiny. So that was it. Malik was serious the way he looked at us. You can see that frustration, that anger in his face. He stood there for a while and left. And then came back again with another soldier called Chairman. They were there looking at us, and stood in front of us. This chairman, I later come to know him to be Baji. Yes, Baji. When the ladies have packed and left.
What's his first name? Is it Amadou Baji?
Amadou Baji, exactly.
Amadou Baji. Biri musoli yela fengol kafu nyoma pour kata.
This Malik Jata.
Nyum Malik Jata kilimo.
And Amadou Baji.
And Amadou Baji
came where I was seated.
Inata mbenu nsiri ndamento.
My hands were cuffed at the back.
Mbulol tata sitiri nkoro.
So they lifted me from my chair.
Yam sikandi nasira onkambe siri ndamento.
And took me just, at the wall where the, at the wall, at the side of the building where the wall is at.
Yen samba bungo balo la.
And continuously hit my head against the wall. So they had repeatedly done that. And from there, they moved me to where they used to beat people. And then I was taken to that place. I do not know exactly the position, but it's at the back of the NIA building. From the reception, you will to the left. Then at the back here, I believe. My legs were cleared off from me, at the back. I fell on the ground. And then no sooner I fell down the ground, then, sticks started raining on me. Beating me everywhere, mercilessly. So if I turn,
stage, do you know who was beating you?
I don't know. I can't, because the place was dark. It's as if the place was surrounded by these soldiers. And then, I was pushed like this, and then they clamped, my legs at so I fell down on the ground, and the guys were beating me seriously. So if I turn like this, they beat. If I turn anyway, so finally I had to just, be on my, stomach. Otherwise, they can destroy my eyes and the other, important parts of my body.
Apart from sticks, what else did they use to beat you?
The junglers have this, I think, a wire that is insulated on plastic and have its two ends. At the two ends of this, that whip has metallic fittings. This was what they were also using, beating us. So I was beaten there, seriously. Screamed up to an extent that I can no longer shout. My body all over, laceration, cuts here and there. My front, this side also the same. I heard a voice saying that stop. Stop. So they stopped. I couldn't get up. Then two people came again to assist me. Got me up. And then took me where the vehicle was parked at. But on my way going with those guys, one of the soldiers there, Mustafa Sane, was my class.
Na class le made na le do karango nyola.
We all trained together at the Zanamori Training School in Bakau.
Nze Zanamori karango nyola le Bakau Training School oro.
He was also part of the Junglers.
Ada fananda tarta nyi jongula le konole.
This Baji Sane rather turn around.
Ni Sane nya koma fele.
He said, Captain Camara. I said, yes.
Ako Captain Camara nka namu.
Started beating me.
Kumase kan lipa.
I told him that, look, class, I was beaten. He said, no.
Kaya go class wala nkaranyo yen lipa le kaya hani.
Is this small for you?
Doya ta enne yemenkela.
In fact, these days we are coming to get you. We will kill you. This was his words. I was taken to the vehicle. I saw, I think, MC Cham. He's a tall, small built-up person. And then he was also asked to go towards the direction where I was coming out, and they were pushing him. So I went inside the vehicle. They steered me to get in. Then I saw Alpha Bar also. Blood was coming all, every part of my body. From the head to the toe, blood. Myself. So we left. We are taken to Mile 2, State Central Prison.
At this stage, had you already signed the statement?
In Tembo, 4 years le kumakan safari umeka 5 statement. Yes, sign le utumobang.
From day one up to that day, I have been signing statement. I have been changing statement. I have been signing statement.
Did you sign any statement after you were beaten?
Yes.
Liparingo kola for a statement do sign leba.
Ha.
We want to understand how these statements were generated.
Lafta fahamulale ite lanyi statement olu kuma kan saferengulu ye dadanya dile.
Who played what role in the generation of these statements?
Jumale mun kuta mandi wo kuma kan saferengulu dada karola.
Like I said, a panel was instituted. You go to that panel, being questioned, and then from there, there are people assigned to obtain statement from, the accused. And once that statement is taken from you, is obtained from the accused, the officer who would either write or be present in you, the person who's writing the statement, will now carry that statement to the panels. They will read. After reading it, if they are not satisfied with anything, they will ask you to remove that. That will be through that medium. Then the guy will come to you and ask you to either delete or add something to that statement. So that's how it was. But all these things happening were not done in the presence of an independent witness.
We would come to that. But the junglers, do they have any role to play in this?
That's the beating. That's the psychological trauma. The frustration that was going on during that period. How people were trebly dealt with.
How is the conduct of the junglers placed into this scheme? How is it juxtaposed with other actions that were taking place?
Jongla solo ila kebaro luni manya aninyi nkolu ye munimun leke wokolu kono meni alonko woleta mata o dinkirato ite lalodu la mumuneti.
You see, in a disorganized society, and in a disorganized, formation or setting, the junglers, to my perception, did not have control as to where they should be permanently placed at. They can move from one place to another. They can do anything that nobody at that place can stop them from doing.
But for the purposes of this investigation, what was the exact role of the junglers?
Put people out of confection.
Could you say that again?
Yes. To accept, to confess.
Okay. Let's get this. You have a panel comprising of police, military, and NIA. What was the role of the police in this?
They are part of the investigation team. What
work would they do as part of the investigation team?
They ask questions.
And what else?
And obtain statements.
How about the military?
The military will also ask questions, those who are part of the panel.
How about, you indicated that while you were sitting there was a soldier sitting right opposite you, pointing a gun at you.
Yes.
Was that part of the normal modus operandi?
No.
Honey.
It wasn't.
Was that the way they did things? Or was it only applicable to you?
Well, I can't say for certain whether it has applied to others. But during the time I was being questioned, that was what had happened.
And the NIA guys, okay, no, let me take it a step backwards. During your interrogation, were there other people who were armed with guns around?
I think almost all the soldiers from State Guard were armed.
Including the State House,
including the junglers.
The environment in which these investigations were taking place, how would you describe them? Was it friendly or what?
Amunta ila kolu tamandinya musa fono ka be nyanyima nyale mabang fodundal abe sangararin. It was hellish.
Abe sangararin.
You said it was hell. How did you feel?
Very bad. It wasn't friendly to anybody. The atmosphere was terrible.
Were you scared?
Yes, I was.
Terrified.
That's true. Yeah.
So you have the NIA.
What
were they also doing in the panel?
They were also part of the people asking questions. Like
I
said, Baba slapped me. He was part of the NIA then. But now currently he's with, I don't know, the embassy at Guinea-Bissau.
And the junglers, did they have anything to do with people who were being interrogated, the people who were being questioned?
Jongla solo. Fo Italia kusotole ikamenta mandi mola karola ibe menyinka kangotumo.
Yes.
And what was it?
Tumbul Tamba will come in.
Tumbul Tamba obinala.
From time to time, I'm going out. I think he was the guy who was sending signals to the president. Tumbul Tamba was the head of the junglers then.
Tumbul Tamba Malik.
There is one Baji also, I forgot his name. We are all present. And other junglers. But what they do is, for them, they will not be asking questions. They will just be intimidating. And then, and then they will tell you that if you don't talk, we'll kill you. You think we are joking here? There are people who came before you here, they have mentioned you. Why are you? So their presence in the whole theater was just to harass people. Physically or psychologically.
And how would they do it physically?
And it will go cool Kenyadi le ning inyanta kuta mandila.
You. Kicking you.
Ibedam fula.
Using hammer on you.
Lipa martola.
Or using these plastic bags. And any other forms that they use as their method to harass their.
Did any of these things happen to you?
The guy who was seated in my front was a jungler. He gun pointed, like I said, to me and then said that if you don't do this, Malik Jada and Baji were the people who hit my head against them. They are also part of the junglers. And then it was the jungler groups that beat me at the back of the
What I am trying to drive at is, what is the connection between the beatings carried out by the junglers and the actual investigation by the panel? What is the connection?
Munam chokinyoloti wo liparo jongla solie menke anin wo nyininkar lalu menbe si menbe o panelo kono wo nyininkar kafo munam ila chokinyoloti mune kafu nyoma.
I don't know whether I can give you a short answer there. The connection is the Gambia at then. People want to see their heroism. To the president. Exactly. The only way they can do that is for their actions to speak volume for them. So they will go into, like, if an assignment is given to them, they will go and then act. Some will take photos, their connection.
Could you take that in? Some will take what?
Photos, videos. And then send it to the president.
Videos of what?
Of the the torture and killing of their culprits.
Were
the beatings an integral part of the statement-taking process?
Wo bute role fol fana mu kuleti me ya lonko adabe wo kisikisiro wala wo nyininkaro do ko nyim fonkono.
Yes, I would say that. Beating was part of, the statement.
I want an honest answer from you.
Lafita nyininkaro la memmo tonya jabiroti mensi boybulu.
Were the panel members aware that the suspects they were interviewing were being tortured by the junglers?
Wolem nyinti ko womolu mennu ibe nyininka kan wonya fo nyininkar kafo ya lonne ko tonya kan nyil mennu nyininka ten ike butele.
That's true. That's the fact. When I was beaten, the other night I was at the conference hall. Then Colonel Tamba, I think he was then a colonel. Colonel Tamba was passing. Going to the conference hall. That's where the investigation panelists used to be positioned at. So if you are passing us at the reception, when you want to go to the conference, you must pass through the reception. And he was aware that I was beaten. Yes. So the panel members...
How was he aware that you were beaten?
It's not in hidden. In NIA, in that period, not in because if you are beaten, you will not be, they will not just put sponge on you, rub you just like somebody who's you will be beaten mercilessly. And then you will be shouting everywhere, all over the place. So he's aware, he knew that my face was swollen, bruises, cuts everywhere. And the uniform, because then there was no visitor for me. The uniform that I was arrested with was also I cannot open my eyes that following morning. Because when I was taken back to mile 2, I went into my cell. The following morning, in fact, people were there who assisted me. The one who pushed me inside the cell. So in the morning when I took my bucket to go and empty it in the bathroom, I could remember Sirif Diba. Because like the time I was going, those that are within the Kampama area, when they saw me coming, within the corridors, I sat down in their cells. They don't want to see me in that condition. So I met Sirif Diba at the bathroom area.
Which Sirif Diba are you referring to?
Sirif Diba Jumalema,
the former leader of NCP.
Sirif Mustafa Diba.
Sirif Mustafa Diba.
Proceed, please.
He said to me, Mbakoko, hey, are all these things happening in the Gambia? And that was it. I just laughed.
What was he referring
to? My face was swollen, blood stains everywhere. I couldn't even open my eyes properly. That's the condition. My body, my arms were all cut. So I think he was shocked with that situation in which
But that beating was part of the statement-taking process. That's what you testified.
That was after my initial statement.
And
this other, the beating that I'm now talking about was also after the video recording.
Yes. Prior to the video recording, were you beaten?
Video tala ke video nyento. Utumo ye lipale.
No.
At that stage, well, the video recording, was it before Baba Saho slapped you and scratched your face and all that?
That was
the video tatu moment fo wayatarle janim Baba Saho be ilipala ke nyada ngoroti.
That was before.
That was before the video.
Yes.
What was the impact of that on you, considering you are being questioned?
Mo I muna sabu ima ka foko wotembo be nyinin kakane.
That they were forcing to, obtain confession from me. Video, sorry, the slap. The bloodstains that were on the table. It. Other things. Was just to force me psychologically.
At what stage did you give a confession?
It was during that moment, because anytime I appeared before the panelists, I'll be asked to go with this song to obtain another day I'll be called upon now to alter that statement.
Did you have a discretion to put in this statement what you wanted?
For inata nyi silo sotole puru ka kudundi wo kuma kan kono ite lafta ala nyami.
No.
Ani.
Could you explain that? Why did you say no?
O fanyanga bonye nyoto munan na iko hani.
The normal investigation will allow you to put on paper
a
statement that is giving a clear narrative of events that you had taken part or you are a witness to. So this one was a different thing altogether. From the panelists, you can in fact see the angle that they were driving at. I think they are bent to satisfy the wishes of the former president. So they will do everything possible to satisfy him.
And you said earlier they would do anything to get a confession from you.
And when you follow command, a jareta ye kuoku ninketela purka ite sondi kumakamola ye memfo.
That's true.
In your own case, on this particular instance, did you confess voluntarily to treason?
Ite fonga la Carola. Silandung ite fonga nata sonne ifonga ye ko ite fonga dabe o jamfa jawkuno.
No.
Ani.
And the confession that was recorded of you,
saying itel nata kumakamo men safe itela Carola ko ite memfo.
How was it obtained?
Yo soto ite bulu nyadile.
I was forced to make that. And then if you check that video clip, it was audited. And then they only relay that which suit them. And that was it.
The commission has the video. It is about 1 hour, some minutes long. We won't play it now, but the commission would have the opportunity to look at it afterwards, except, of course, if the chair wants segments of it to be played now.
comme video nying commission ya sotole yo nta fintindi la sign de pour ka jube bari bitum atata la han fo montoro wati mume video nyin na jam fo bari asake commission se dinkralu dolu jubelno le damani ya lon ko be lafla kaje.
But it is significant that in the video you said that you were not beaten to make that confession. Was that true?
Akuma yata bake video nyin kono ka foko imete forcé pour yew
imete bouté
imete bouté pour ka kuma kangolu fo bitunga be lari ngole nyama bang video nyin na kuma kangolu.
I think that's not true.
It
was something.
Maybe we'll play a segment of the video, Mr. Chair, and let the witness comment on the video, with your permission, of course.
Mr. Man sonta mbe video nyin fanna do play la pour ite famo yaje isina femfo wo koto ila jeroto.
Let's play a bit of it and then you would comment.
Na do bondi ya jube den isina diam.
Can we have the OV van play the video of the GRTS confession of Captain or then Captain Wassa Camara, starting from 40 minutes 22 seconds.
Alamuta minute tanani second muanni mfula mbe video nyim fintindila menketa Captain Wassa Camara la kuma kangoluti ya menta video nyinkono.
Officer commanding the military police unit. My present rank at this stage currently is a captain. My knowledge about the coup plot. Initially, I was called by the CDS, that is Colonel Nur Cham, and then informed that
Captain?
Nyimu song kuma kangoleti Captain Fonte.
Major now.
Yes, major le moiti.
Could the OV van move it to about the timestamp 1 hour?
Saying ilafta OV van ya samba akab tembendi watu fe montoro wati kilimo.
Has the fuses or not. But when I realized that this man was lying, that he did not probably discuss anything with Mr. Njai pertaining to the fuses, I said to him that there is no use. So I told him, let him not go to the airport. Let him go back to his house. Yaya was posted to 2nd Infantry Battalion, 2 Infantry Battalion, and then redeployed back to 1 Infantry Battalion just recently. I think that was on Monday he reached office. You know, when I spoke to him at that place, he said the reason of his being transferred was in line with the coup plot. To be frank with you, since the day I came in here, that is on the 22nd, I came here on the 23rd rather. No, on the 22nd, I think. I came here on the 22nd. My first statement was on the 22nd. Since that very day, I came to this place, that is NIA office, up till today. I was never being insulted, slapped, beaten, tortured in any form whatsoever by anybody. All that I was asked to do is to, feel free, relax, and explain briefly or vividly what has transpired. And this was exactly what I did.
Is this true?
No. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Why did you say this?
Yes. If you check, the video clip was edited. You can see it will jump. Typically, if you are somebody who is mindful of video clicks, and you are an expert in the investigation procedures, you will easily detect that because the intention that was expressed by those people behind the screen said that this is the only way we can persuade the president.
Council, can we see this last piece again, where he is saying, we see clips, the version doesn't show any addition. Yes. If you can just bring that back again, and then we see if that would corroborate what Mr. Camara is saying, that it was edited, and then you see clips in it.
Go back to 1 hour of the video. Obi-Wan, go back to 1 hour of the video.
Njai, pertaining to the fuses, I said to him that there is no use. So I told him, let him not go to the airport. Let him go back to his house. Yaya was posted to 2nd Infantry Battalion, 2 Infantry Battalion, and then redeployed back to 1 Infantry Battalion just recently. I think that was on Monday he reached office. You know, when I spoke to him at that place, he said the reason of his being transferred was in line with the coup plot. To be frank with you, since the day I came in here, that is on the 22nd, I came here on the 23rd rather. No, on the 22nd, I think. I came here on the 22nd. My first statement was on the 22nd. Since that very day, I came to this place, that is NIA office, up till today. I was never being insulted, slapped, beaten, tortured in any form whatsoever by anybody. All that I was asked to do is to, feel free, relax, and explain briefly or vividly what has transpired. And this was exactly what I did. And then that is it.
I'm Captain Yahya Dabo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a convenient point, I guess, to stop for the break, Mr. Chair. Except if you want me to pursue this line of questioning. We are in your hands.
We should take the lunch break now and then come back at 2:30. Is that okay? Okay, fine. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned. We'll go for a lunch break.